And we're back, people. That's right. This is commercial free. There's no commercials at the Loma Chronicles. Not like other people. Where they make money? No.
You're watching commercial free Carlos Loma Chronicles, brought to you by the Clippers.
That's funny, dude. I'm gonna make that commercial free Carlos Loma episode. I'm a genius. Como me quiero. Anyways, we're talking about the. Yeah. Anyways, sorry if I indulged a lot of my medical history here, but happy 4th of July. Do you like 4th of July?
Woo, I love it.
Really? Not really, huh? I don't know.
We get a day off though. I'm off Monday. I mean, I was off today.
So, but we also got another holiday too.
Juneteenth.
Ándale.
Is that gonna be are we gonna have like that's a federal holiday? So
it's gonna be a federal next year.
Watch out.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna do a story on Juneteenth later on in the
next year.
I mean, it's a really messed up. Do you know how it happened?
Explain it.
Well, you know, no, I don't want to. I want to go into it more in detail when I'm prepared, because then people will be like, "This is the worst review ever."
This fool doesn't know anything about Juneteenth. The comments are wild.
Yeah. So I want to talk about the rebel days, because like I see a lot of commercials. I see a lot of commercials where they have like 90s stuff, right? Like when you think about 90s, what do you think of?
Baggy pants. What is it? I'm trying to think of all the 90s stuff on TV. Nirvana.
Right? Like you think about Nirvana, you think about Tupac, you think about
beepers.
You think about that's
CDs.
That's in the mainstream culture, right? That was in the
mainstream.
Yeah, but within Los Angeles, or mostly the Latino, most of them, not now, were into house music. And when I think about like 90s, I think about Harley Davidson, wearing Harley Davidsons. Like, my joke, I used to wear Harley Davidson everything, Harley Davidson booze, belts, everything except for the Harley Davidson. We used to wear chains, bangs. We used to get a haircut every week. First it was every week, then it was every 3 days.
Oh shit!
But that's how I learned how to cut my hair. I was like, and I used to cut my friends' hairs because it got pretty expensive when you're a teenager getting a haircut every week.
How many dance battles did you do?
Well, let me get to it. Hold on. It was a culture. That's the thing. Like, I didn't listen to hip hop. I didn't listen to Nirvana. One was for white people and the other one's for black people, and I didn't relate. I was like, oh no. But then when the rebel scene started coming out, I was like, oh shit, because before that, my sister was into the quebraditas, and the only reason I got into that because I was the chaperone for my sister, my older sister. So and not only that, like I had to drive her because she wasn't trusted. So anyway, so once I got into high school, a lot of the baggy pants but baggy pants wasn't like considered, like now it's considered more like a raver thing, right? But when I think about baggy pants, I think about cholos or gang members, that's how I think about them.
It was the style.
Well, most of them, the baggy pants came from the cholo thing. So I bought baggy pants, And my mom, like, she ripped them up because she's like, "Eso es ropa de cholos." Right? So I was getting hassle for that. Oh, ¿por qué te vistes así? Why do you dress like that? Y todo eso. And, you know, it got kind of annoying. And then at the time, I was a freshman. I was in ROTC. And then we went to a kind of like a boot camp, mini boot camp. So that I met one of my friends at the time, best friends at the time. I'm not going to say his name because he works for the government. I might get in trouble. So anyway, let's call him
Cadet number 1.
a rebel number 1. So anyways, so I remember telling, he was more like a tagger. He dressed like a tagger. And we started talking and we got along real good. And they're like, "Hey man, we should be rebels next year, dude. I'm gonna start running like rebels, right?" And he's like, yeah, because you know my pops is giving me the 3rd degree about how I dress. So he's like, yeah. So after summer, so we didn't see each other after the ROTC. You know, we came back from school, and I was a sophomore. We were sophomores now, and so I come in, right. It wasn't even boots. It was just like se parecían like zapatos de Chavo del Ocho. It looked like security boots.
Like the Doc Martens?
No, it was cheaper than that. It was Doc Martens. No, it was like you know those steel toes.
Make Martens from Walmart.
Yeah, some. So I try to be a rebel as close as I could. And then I see, Rebel number 1, and he still dressed the same. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? I was like, what happened? I thought we were supposed to be rebels. Yeah, no, but, my mom bought me this and this. So then more of the guys were, becoming rebels and all that stuff. So, the whole thing. And it wasn't that expensive to be the teenager at that time. I saved my parents a lot of money because we started shopping at the thrift store. And then even that, for us, as teenagers, it was too expensive for us. So you know what I used to do? Because one was $5 and the other one's like, $150 or $250, right? So I would take the tag, because they would just write the price like, right? So I took the price from one thing to another and just put it there. And I would pay cheaper price, so they would ring it up. Oh, your ensemble is $550. And then so jeans were like $550 too, and there was no $40 pants, none of that shit. It was just fucking thrift store gear,
whatever you could find.
And then we used to cut the bottom of it so it could fit our boot, right? Because normal jeans...
Boot cut before boot cut.
Yeah. We invented that, see? Boom. But even boot cut, we used to cut it. Because it was too tight. Like, it was like, they didn't really fit the boot. So... And then I remember buying my first Harleys, right? And I was like, I'm going to buy it from Harley. So I worked, and I bought Harleys.
Harley shoes.
Harley Davidson boots, not
Harley
shoes.
Davidson boots.
So I bought Harley Davidson boots, and then it was my first time wearing fucking boots, right? Because even in Quebradita, I was wearing chanclas and shit, like huaraches. And then I went to boots, and fuck, I felt for women.
The pain.
Because it was the first time that the heel was up, right? And I remember the back of my ankles, like back of my foot. I was like, fuck. I could not walk. I was walking like this. You know how when women don't know how to wear high heels and they're like this? That's how I was walking. I just want to go home.
So did you regret your expensive purchase?
No, because
you stuck in there and wore the boots.
Yeah. And the thing about me, I never liked to, for example, then there was Rebel cruise. so there were rebel crews, and there was the main squad of schools. There were the cool ones, but I never liked to be part of stuff I didn't know. Like, I'm not going to be part of them because you tell me to join. I was always with my fucking friends because
you didn't have that gang mentality.
No. I've always stuck to. I don't know. Even in comedy, I do that shit. Like, I'd rather not be with, a
certain group.
Be a moco, I guess you could say. Be what do you call it? A moocher? A moocher or butt licker or none of that shit.
Brown noser.
Yeah, I like. So anyway, I met I joined cross country, right? And then I met another friend there, and he's named Walter, and me and him became very, very good friends in high school, and he would always see us together. But we never kicked it together in school. It was always after school because he was a junior and I was a sophomore. So we're like, hey man, we should be rebels, because we didn't talk to girls, so like, oh yeah, we could get more chicks like that. Right? But that's, the thing with that is, like, you still have to talk to them. Like, the Harleys don't actually speak to. So I started, I kicked it over here, and there was rebels, and I got more into it, and I got into the Beatles and all that, 1950s stuff, and so then we started our own crew, because my friend Danny, he's a boxer. We had him here. He was all hungover.
I remember.
So so I met him, and he was a boxer. So he was a boxer. So he had a gym in Pomona. It used to be called Chuchi's Gym. So we would go there, and Walter, my friend Walter, invited me, and we started meeting more people, more guys. We weren't the ones that wanted to be associated with gangs, because gangs at the time, that was like the big shit. Oh God, no! Salud.
Why you make it so obvious?
So it was a boxing gym, and after school we would go there and train or whatever, right? I was not a good boxer whatsoever.
Training to be a rebel.
I was.
Training to fight in the clubs.
Well, I thought that, okay, at least I could defend myself, right, by training or whatever. Plus, Danny used to hook it up, and so it kept a lot of kids out of the street life. So then we started talking, and we're like, oh yeah, we should, all of us were dressing more like rebels now. So we're like, hey man, we should start a crew. Let's start a crew, yeah. So then we started, and then Rebel number 1, we were like, oh man, we started a crew. You want to join us? So then he's like, yeah. So we all joined, and you know what our fucking genius name was?
What was it?
Like, you had like Rebel Empire, Rebel something, Rebel Nation, Rebels. It was all, most of it was nothing but Rebel, right? And then so then after our fucking genius thing, it's hard to mention it. We called it L.I.
L.I.? Yeah. Lee? You guys were the Lee?
We were Lethal Injection.
Lethal Injection?
Fuck yeah.
Sheesh!
So then it was me, Danny, Walter, and there was some guy named Lewis. This fool, he was a boxer, but not a really good boxer, but he was pretty, dude. Like, he was fucking pretty, dude. Like, this fool, he didn't say shit, man. Wouldn't say shit, and women would just be like he would just go, boom, fucking women. So then
Lethal Injection.
So he was a pretty boy, And so then we started, so it was mostly us, and then who else was it? Anyways, so it was just us, and then we started going to like deep house parties because house music was the shit at that time. Like, I remember, I started dancing. I started dancing like rebel stuff, but that was my my outlet.
That's how you.
Yeah, because when I was a teenager, I was shy. I didn't like talk to people. I was timid and all that stuff. But the house music was liberating. I was like, hell yeah. Fucking everybody should be dancing house. And then we started going to, there was a club in downtown LA at the Alexandria Hotel. It's a club, Carnival. And I remember the first time walking. This is my first time going into like that type of a party, right? I didn't like going to the house parties because they would always get shot up, or they would always
somebody would get killed.
Yeah, or stabbed or some shit. And actually, we threw I went to a party. Oh, this is before the clubs. My friend Danny rented out the gym and to somebody, and they threw a rebel party
at the gym.
Yeah, that is not even. Oh my god! Turn that shit off, dude.
Welcome to the dance floor. Lethal Injection.
That's fucking Knight Rider music.
It was the only royalty-free deep house music.
Royalty-free?
Put your hands together for Lethal Injection.
Fool, it wasn't a comedy show.
I picture you guys battling it out with Rebel Nation versus Lethal Injection.
No, so anyways, we didn't throw that party. He just rented it out, and I was excited because it was my first time like going into
a real rave.
No, it wasn't a rave. See, that's the thing is like it wasn't a rave. It was nothing associated with white people. I mean, just the Harleys were associated with white people. That's it. But it was not. It was a culture within us, the Latino community, Latino teenagers. Sorry, I'm not gonna say Latinx because it sounds like a Muslim Mexican or Muslim Latino. It was like a community that we created. It was just it wasn't just for us, but it seemed like it
was your own thing.
Yeah, because we didn't listen to hip hop, and that shit was funny. Like some DJs would DJ the party, and then some of them would be like, "Okay, I'm gonna throw some rap," and they were like, "Boom! Get that shit!" And it was cool because but within us, we had like there was black rebels, and they have the ones that were raised within Mexicans, so they were Chino rebels, and that shit was funny too because we used to go, we used to dance and battle and stuff, and then I don't know why, but fucking Filipinos they would always try to battle us, right? But they would always start breakdancing and going on the floor, and we're like, "What the?" And it was funny because most of them were like, doing fucking headstands, spinning, todo eso. And everybody in the circle was like, "¿Qué chingas es esto?" And the whole crowd would fucking move from that shit and just start another one. So when he stopped, he was like, "The fuck happened?" Nobody was there. So, but it was our own thing. We had our own thing.
Were there any girls in these rebel clubs?
Yeah, so there was like,
because it sounds like a bunch of guys just dancing with each other.
That's true. That's true. Thank you for pointing that out. So what happened is, good point. Good point. We're like, I know it's Pride Month and shit. Oh, it must be Pride Month. Yeah. But there was mostly...
So it's very appropriate.
For example,
we're talking about this during Pride Month.
For example, like, there was a lethal injection, right? So then there was like girls that used to hang out with us. So we called it Ladies of LI, right? But it wasn't that many. It was just like 4. But, you know, they were just friends.
We need to find them. Where are they now?
And so then, but there was some other crews, like Fierce Ladies.
Do you have pictures of all this stuff?
I have a few, but I have a few.
I have an idea. We should do.
Okay, and so then I remember there was this crew of women, some of the big titty committee. And I guess they're official. They, you know, you had to have a certain size, I guess.
The BTC.
And then I remember them because we went to the fair, the LA County Fair, and you know everybody was there, all rebel, and then they started marching, and they were like, they had a chant about Big Titty Committee. Teenagers. And so anyways, so I started, you know, we started going to Club Carnival, and this is the first time I've gone into a big style. It was a hotel, empty hotel, but they put speakers everywhere, right? And when you go there and you feel the house and you feel the bass, it's kind of like you get hypnotized, and you're like, yeah, and you just get into it. And then after after the party's over, because it was all ages, so they had, you know, there was no drinking. But my friends, I was the designated driver of the crew, because they used to drink, and I didn't drink at the time, like now.
Before.
So we used to go every Saturday. We used to just go to Club Carnival. And we're like, oh yeah, because in LA they had the most advanced dance technique of Rebel Nation, the Rebel Empire or Rebel World.
So this is right out of high school or still in high school?
No, we're still in high school. So then we would go over there and then come back with new dance moves. But you know, I suspected this was my intuition. So we went over there and then we're like, man, a lot of these moves, they look pretty gay, man. So then we tried it, right? We're trying, and then like all the girls were like, "Oh man, they know how to dance." Fuck it.
Hey, Big Titty Committee.
Oh my god, dude. The gayer, the better, dude. So that's what we did, you know. But I mean, my friends and everybody were like, we were like good kids. Like we weren't bad. Like, you know.
You weren't destroying private property.
You know, we would always go to just different parties or clubs. We avoided the house parties because
your only crime was acting gay while not being gay. Posers.
I hope you
posers.
I hope you get to the point where you have to buy another airplane seat. So oh yeah, I forgot. My friend Caesar too was there, and so then we got like hats, LA hat, like LI lethal injection. My friend still has it. I'm gonna send him to send me a picture. And then we all had like different names. Like my shit, you know, because I was trying to be funny and shit. Mine was Fuzzy Wuzzy. And then Danny was a saint. Walter was a Mega Man. And then Rebel number 1, he was Boom.
What was your lethal injection name?
I just told you.
Oh.
Fuck
What did you say?
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
I missed the part where it was your nickname.
It was Fuzzy Wuzzy. And, I was just, having fun. And so then after that, like, my friend Danny, he got out of his shell. So he was Danny and Lewis. Oh, no, and then my friend Ali. Damn, how the fuck did I forget about Ali? Good Lord. And this is another pretty guy, right? There's another pretty guy. He's from Nicaragua, and but in order to pick up girls, he say he's from Costa Rica. And like, man, bitches love that shit, man. So, God, Lord, how the fuck could I forget Ali? So Ali, he was. Damn, it's already time. Damn. Anyways, so that's part of my rebel story. Later on, I'll get to where it died.
Where it died.
But it was good times, and I really I miss those days that came. Not like, oh, I wish I could be there now, but I'm saying like that was good times. It was innocent, and before I found comedy and stuff. So, anywho. Don't forget, we have a comedy show, stand-up show, July 9th.
Woo! Comedy, pupusas, and beer.
Where at?
The Brujeria in Pico Rivera.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Ready.
I'm nervous, actually.
I'm ready.
Are you writing your Corona jokes?
I'm writing my Corona jokes, my Salvadorian jokes.
We should give out, like, prizes, dude.
You have prizes?
Yeah. Like, we'll get, like, paper towels. Not paper towels, like toilet paper.
Toilet paper? We'll give out toilet paper?
Yeah, because we have, you know how people went crazy buying all that toilet paper? So we just have extra.
We're going to be giving out toilet paper and hand sanitizer.
Oh, anyways. We're supposed to wear masks because the Delta?
No, it's if you're vaccinated,
You're good?
You're good.
Okay, cool. Because I think I came down with a variant, the Southwest variant. That's right, July 9th, people. These are the jokes.
As long as you don't get the spirit variant.
The spirit.
Spirit variant.
Or La Mexicana.
Or what's that other one that people hate to go to Mexico? Volaris.
Volaris? I went on that. No, was it that? Yeah. No, I didn't. No, I went full. Oh no, you know who? I went to sit with Cisco when I went to do comedy over there. Volaris. Fuck, they're all cramping shit. But I went to American Airlines last time.
Don't get the Volaris variant.
Anyways, thank you for joining us this episode. It was really excited. Last episode was a trial run because it was kind of rusty. But now here's
hope you enjoyed or hope you learned something about the rebels.
I'm gonna do a house music with the Loma Chronicles. Yeah. Anyways, thank you very much for joining us. Go back to work, enjoy, be productive, be positive, and remember, Loma Chronicles. YouTube. Subscribe. Like us. Thank you.